Hello, leaders. Welcome to Digital Mandate, a podcast series brought to you by Tech Disruptor Media, where we spotlight visionary leaders who are shaping the future of business and technology. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and today we have Mr. Keyur Desai, Head of IT at Prince Pipes and Fittings. He brings deep expertise in technology, leadership, and cybersecurity strategy. Having guided his organization through significant digital transformation initiatives while keeping security front and center. His perspectives on resilience, innovations, and the future of tech makes this conversation a won't want to miss. Thank you, Kayul, for joining us today.
Yeah. Hey, Nisha, thank you so much for having me here on this platform, and look forward to have a very interactive discussions with you.
Same here, sir. So let's start at the beginning. What first drew you into the world of technology and IT leadership? And was there a defining moment or a specific passion that set you on this path?
Sure. So this actually takes me back back into my college days, and I have always been quite inquisitive since my childhood. Always curious to know things how it works and how they can be improved. So after completing my studies, I wanted to explore the new upcoming digital world at that time, and which was just opening up. And that typical curiosity led me to IT. And along the way, I kind of pursued several courses and certifications, each one adding new dimensions in my journey. Over time, I realized that my role is not about just managing the systems, but about leading the change. And for me, IT leadership is about turning curiosity into impact, or rather, I would say, inspiring teams to see technology as a growth engine. And that's how I kind of took my journey right from my early school days or my college days to whatever I am today.
That's a great journey. As you talked about transformation in your career or school to college, then you're right now you're in IT. I'll shift my question to digital transformation. So, as digital transformation is often seen as an essential but can be incredibly complex, especially in large organizations. From your experience at Prince Pipes and Fittings, how would you define what successful digital transformations really looks like in such environments?
Sure. So, in my experience in the current organization and even in a kind of previous organization, for me, digital transformation is successful only when the technology becomes invisible. I mean, it cannot be technology everywhere, but the impact should be visible, and it should simplify the processes. It should speed up the decisions, delight the customers, and empower the users or the employees. See, most importantly, I believe that empowering business users with technology, giving them the right tools and insights so that they can make faster, smarter decisions without depending only on IT. A true transformation happens when people feel enabled, not overwhelmed by the technology.
That's a nice answer. So we'll shift like if you're talking about transformation, digital transformations and technology, we can't left cybersecurity behind. So as you have a solid background in cybersecurity strategy, in today's rapid changing threats landscape, like we see many breaches in right every day we get new report that this organization got threat intelligence or something. So what do you feel should be the top priorities for tech leaders when it comes to securing their organizations?
See, I personally believe that cybersecurity today is not just a technology, but it's a huge business risk. Uh, I would say leaders need to focus on resilience, assuming that the breach may happen, and be prepared for it. Protecting digital identities, monitoring external threats, and building a strong culture of awareness are extremely critical. I always say that security is not just a tool or a platform, but it is a culture. And that culture must be embedded in every digital initiative from day one. And Apart from that, if we go one step further, each and every employee or the user in the organization should be security aware, and that is where the real culture change happens within the organization.
Yeah, you rightly said that security is not just a tool, but it's a key success or key thing for any organization. It doesn't matter what's the organization do and how small or big it is. So I'll move my questions to technology. Like as I again said, technology is nowadays technology is not, it's a necessity and not a just a tool. So it's a key enabler for organizational resilience and adaptability. So how do you see technology helping companies stay resilient in the face of disruption?
See, absolutely. We have seen various, I would say, various different eras in the recent time of disruption. So, technology, I personally feel is the backbone of resilience. And whether it's a pandemic, supply chain disruption, or maybe a market volatility, the organizations that adapt quickly are the ones using data, cloud flexibility, and secure collaboration tools. So, resilience come from agility and the ability to shift models and reimagine customer experiences and keep the business running. My personal belief is very simple. Technology should not just support continuity; it should create confidence. If we just go back to the times of pandemic, we saw a kind of a drastic change and shift in the organization that could adapt quickly to that, may be continuing of the business going, and second is how kind of changing the business models. So it's about how the organizations quickly adapt, and kind of remodel using the technology part.
Definitely, definitely. So as right now, as technology is evolving and every company is enforcing new technologies in their companies, so there is a skill gap also. If we can see, like we as per our survey, we have found like around 34% of CIOs and senior leaders have found that there is a huge skill gap in the organizations when it comes to employing taking technology and workforce hand in hand. So what critical skills would you advise aspiring technologists to focus on developing to stay relevant and effective as the digital landscape evolves?
Sure. So in fact, this is very important question that you asked, and so uh, tomorrow's leaders will need more technicals. So more than the technical skills, they will need the I would say uh, digital fluency, business understanding, adaptability, and the most important, I would say, empathy. Uh, Yes, I agree that AI, data analytics, and maybe cybersecurity will be equally important, or I would say very important and very critical. But I would say equally important will be design thinking, storytelling with data, the ability to inspire teams through change. Uh, in my journey, I've always believed in understanding the problem, understanding the business process, and also empathy. These are kind of very important aspects that has helped me in my journey. And I always remind I would say young professionals, especially, continuous learning is the best investment that you can ever make. And that is what I followed in my entire career or my life journey.
So as you mentioned AI and everything, right now we call this era as a AI era. So according to you, which technology has the potential but didn't get much recognition, or like when it comes to it, when it was introduced, you thought like it will like do much better, but now it's nowhere to be seen or it's not that much appreciated, but it had the potential.
See, if you see as a part of the overall technology landscape in, let's say, last couple of decades, a lot of technologies have just come and just gone by. I mean, you can, if I have to name any technology, what started with the early development and the coding part, and now, while that actually ran a lot of, I would say, business over the years, but now if you see with the low code, no code platforms, uh, the way digital coding is seen is completely different. With AI coming into picture, or the automation part coming into picture, or I would say agentic AI coming into picture, the overall scenario has completely drastically changed with respect to what sort of technologies or what sort of coding used to happen earlier. Even when I talk about the development coding, I mean, there are various different languages that came and went, just went by. Maybe because of the adaptability, maybe because of the complexity, maybe because of the new outside technology and the language coming into picture, and that the excitement and the adaptability becomes more easy for the new also version of the systems. But I personally feel that whatever may come and go, uh, the basics of, again kind of circling back to my previous response on circling back to understanding the process, understanding the core aspects of the business, and also the human aspect. These are some of the pillars and parameters that are here to stay, along with the human race. And this is as I said, technology will keep coming. And now, since we're talking about the Gen AI part, and maybe in another, maybe a year or a couple of years, you may see Gen AI also moving out and something else coming in. So yes, I mean, yeah, the more we learn, more we can imagine the future.
So my next question brings me to this. So what innovations and trends are you excited about looking into the future as we are moving ahead with the technology transfer?
uh, if you ask me, right now we're in the ocean of opportunities, and this is the era where uh, any organization can do wonders with respect to process automation, with respect to I would say factory 4.0, or maybe 5.0 now. uh, the overall shift from simply automating the tasks has shifted to the CX part, the customer experience part of it, and that is here to remain, because customer experience is something which is going to impact the internal or the external stakeholders. When I say internal, the internal employees or the users, and external are your business customers. So our focus is very clear. We want to ensure that we touch upon each and every customer, or each and every stakeholder, whether may it be internal or external. How can we make the life easy? uh, how can we make them feel that technology is for them to give that comfort, and empower them to run the business for the internal stakeholders, and also for the external stakeholders, for them to give them the end-to-end transparency, visibility, and not giving them the technology for the sake, and not kind of overwhelming them with the platform. So in a nutshell, make life easy, and kind of empower the users with the technology stack.
That's a valuable insights and everything. Thank you, Keyur, for joining us. It's been pleasure having you on Digital Mandate today. I'm sure our audience will get more information and learning from this episode. Thank you for joining us.